Back to our series within a series, Chefs of Southwest Florida. What's really interesting about this one is we don't think this couple is just elevating the hospitality in Southwest Florida. We think they can elevate hospitality around the whole world. But we just happen to have them right here in Naples. Of any story in Southwest Florida Nicola could have told, she wanted to tell the story of the pioneers behind our Southwest Florida Gems, Sales Restaurant, and Butcher Private.
I could have picked really almost anywhere. Or anything to talk about, right?
Right.
But I chose this. One of my most favorite memories was coming to Sales, the most impeccable service that I've ever experienced in my life. And I've had tea at the Savoy in London, England.
If you haven't met them yet, this is a couple who makes you think the only limit in the whole world is in your own mind. Like most pioneers in any industry, they turn things upside down. Look at them from a different angle. For Velko and Corinne, the organization doesn't start with the food. Of course, the finest cuisine will be born of this mindset. But the foundation of their organization is a team of what they call the world's Olympians of hospitality. And they build from there. To get a taste of Sales, Nicola, her friends, and I went to their famous brunch. 2 hours of culinary and hospitality. My first bite was, of all things, a glazed donut. All right, the first bite. The first bite. Oh my God. I take a bite of this donut. I'm like, that's the most magnificent bite of anything I've ever had in my life.
Really?
And it's just a donut. I said to myself, where is this thing going?
A couple nights later, I'm sitting at home with Jeff, and we're talking about our experience here and what it was like to meet him.
You ever sleep?
Sleeping is overrated.
It was really inspiring. His vision, what he's created here, how he's created it.
Before my wife, I was a dreamer. Now I'm a visionary. If it wasn't for her supporting me, I would still be a dreamer.
Just talking to him, it makes you want to be better. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not worthy. Like, I want to.
It's so funny. Velko and Corinne intend to build a global luxury hospitality brand with its nucleus right here in Naples. For 2 hours, the dishes just kept coming.
Dish after dish. You think you're full and you can't eat anymore, and then they bring something else out. This is the bellini, which is like a little potato pancake.
Okay.
The chives.
Chives, okay.
And then the caviar. Let's give it a go. Delicious.
Corinne grew up sailing since the age of 4 in Sydney Harbor, Sydney, Australia. Thus the name Sales. Velko grew up in a village in the mountains of Montenegro. The excitement, bond, and connection of their team is unmistakable.
He only hires hospitality Olympians.
Velko says, you probably don't want to work here. In fact, if you're not interested in being the best in the world, you're gonna hate it here.
You surround yourself with the best possible people in hospitality. You can't go down. The only way you're going to go is up.
But if you are interested in being the best in the world and working that hard, you're gonna love the journey. And this rock-solid foundation attracts all the other kinds of talent necessary to keep building what they're building.
Michel Roux, French. He started with a really modest beginning, what became a waterside inn, the longest standing 3 Michelin star restaurant in the world. So this gentleman that's right now in charge of all this food was for 20 years with the Michel Roux.
At the Ritz London for 3 years, and I was working for the Roux family for 17 years. I'm from Mauritius. It's a small island. My parents were meat farmers, cow, chicken, rabbits, goats, vegetables. 4 sisters, all of them cooks. I get my ambition from them.
I do not like French toast.
We soak 3 days in Grand Marnier on one side and soak 3 days on the other side.
It takes them 4 days
To
make the French toast.
You can see, very moist, and the outside is very crunchy. And then we make it like creme brulee. Maple syrup from chef's farm in Maine.
I would eat a whole plate of just that French toast, all to myself.
So far in Naples, they've built 2 thriving upscale home run concepts, with the 3rd one just about ready to open. If you take the people who did change the world in any industry, what did they look like at this stage of their career? They look like that.
Yeah, they absolutely
Right?
look like that. They do. They have that passion.
That's what they look like.
His dreams and his goals are so out there. And you know what? Everybody loves him.
Yeah, he was made for this. He was made for this.
He was made for this.
We'll see you next week.
This is the third time in my life, or in the life of sales, that I sit with anyone. Yes. Yes, so you're very special. Very special.
You actually look like you guys could be brothers or something.
Good looking. Look at these.
I've been thinking he's a good-looking guy.
Look at these blue eyes. Look at it. Get us everywhere.